Hi, I'm Phil from Driftworks and this is my GT1 inspired Murcielago project. Quick reminder, these are build episodes that are being put out after the main release video for this car. So dates are a little bit wacky. It's still early January here and I imagine this won't be released until February sometime. So what am I up to today? I'm moving on to the exhaust. Pretty simple little fabrication exercise here. This is the tip that's perfectly placed for the bumper. It's not attached to the exhaust, even though it is perforated inside. It's actually attached to the chassis. These pipes come in and they're basically supposed to be in the center. If you look down here, they're not. And it doesn't look very good when you look down the exhaust. And because of the angle of this, it's kind of it's perfect eye line basically when it's on the floor. You naturally sort of stare down it, so I really want to get it looking right. It's also, for this final part, it's 2.5 inch, twin 2.5 inch, which it's probably not restricting it, but at 686 horsepower I made, something like that. It's just a question mark in my mind, and the way that the system works is it splits after the headers. It splits into a valve that can send up into the main standard silencer, which is here, or straight through, and then they relink here. So that's kind of all quadruple 2.5 inch pipe, comes to here, merges back down to just double 2.5 inch pipe. So I'm figuring if I slice through here and make that go up to 3 inch, some 3 inch elbows both sides, and get it nice and central in the middle of this, using some just 90-degree bends, that should be hunky-dory. So I realised while editing this video that there's probably loads of you that haven't seen the earlier episodes that explain the other parts of the exhaust system on this car, so I thought I'd quickly show you what we've got. As you can see in this very, very disgusting engine bay, these are GT1 headers / manifolds made by Writer Engineering. They are made for the RGT cars. They are the ones that they designed for their race cars. And this was the last brand new set in existence, as far as I'm aware. They're made by a company called MHG, they make Formula 1 headers, or have done in the past for various eras of F1 cars, as far as I know. And I've been told by Writer Engineering that with these manifolds and their exhaust system, the RGT cars were about 140 decibel. So yeah, that's quite loud. Mine will not be quite that loud because it still retains the standard valves, which are kind of hidden underneath here. I did show you them previously, I think, in this video. It also retains the standard silencer underneath this disgusting heat insulation here. So even when the valves are fully open and this is effectively a straight through exhaust, it's not quite straight through because the exhaust gases will always take the path of least resistance. And when the valves open to make this straight through, some exhaust gases still will go through that silencer. So it's not going to be quite 140 dB. But, you know, if I'm feeling it's a little bit too weak with the valves open, I could possibly look at a double valve system. So it kind of opens the straight through version and actually blocks off exhaust gas to this silencer completely. But, you know, that's for another day. So let's get chopping. Oh, it's a bit of a sad thing, really, because it's a genuine part. Nice Lamborghini logo on it. But, you know, bye-bye. we go. As you probably saw, I wasn't too bothered about being totally thorough about making them symmetrical because they're not symmetrical. This being Lamborghini, they don't seem that bothered about having completely straight symmetrical exhaust tips, even on the RGT. The tips on the RGT are just twin pipes, and they're often like that, and one's longer than the other. Not my cup of tea for a road car, so I'm going to try my best to, at the points where you see it, which is basically when you look down here, make it look like it's symmetrical, but that does mean that the left and right sides are going to be slightly different, just very roughly. That obviously needs shortening, but that's kind of going in the right direction. Should be decent for flow. Obviously just need to shorten this back a fair bit and get the angles at the inside correct. I have no doubt this is going to be a bit of a fiddly job. So yeah, let the joy commence. Dug the old chop saw out. See where this still works. I've got it pointing in a pretty weird direction because obviously not only is new paint up there, new paint is there as well. So yeah, I'm going to make sure that I don't get any hot sparks near either of them. No noises. I'm just going to temporarily tack this in place here. Not going to stay here. It's just so it helps me get the angle for the one on the other side. As you can see, I've enlisted the help of my bad-backed friend, Mr. Jack.
Yeah, crippled friend.
You're not allowed to say that word.
Why?
Because it's offensive.
Oh, man.
So I'm going to kind of hold this in place, and if you can throw a tack on anything you can see that is touching together.
Oh, you've got a big head.
Right, wait a sec. Wait a sec. And yeah.
It is on.
Will it hold?
It should do.
Sagging down a bit.
Do I need to put it on the bottom?
Yeah, probably. Let me just get the angle perfect.
Let me sneak around here.
Right, I'm going to go full brave, and we're going to call this acceptable enough, so join that in the middle for me.
Who would you like to call?
Oh, shut up, Siri, you stupid idiot.
Who is it like?
Okay, I won't do it.
Who's he phoning?
I don't know. Can I have 1 second?
Yeah, it's phoning someone.
Okay, so if I go up like that, and this is just the pose you need.
Well, I'm alright because I'm not bending my back, but I'll go for it.
Okay,
then.
go. Okay, let's hope that's...
I mean, they are attached.
Okay. And I reckon they're kind of in the middle.
I mean, I wouldn't want to break it and then clean the pipes up, but...
No. Okay. Okay, I'll just keep saying okay.
Okay, and then...
Okay.
Basically, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to stand back for a minute now and look at this for a couple of days.
Gotta commit.
Yeah. wrong can you just today, because the can you just is, can you just not warp this, please?
You spent a few hours on it.
Oh my god, I haven't filmed any of it because it was so annoying. It's literally, I was about ready to cry on Friday night before I went home, because I'd done loads of little tacks on it. And I even welded these bars in, and I went to put it back on for a test fit, and one of the pipes didn't line up, so yeah.
I mean, what this just to show here, there's two pipes coming at completely different angles.
Yeah.
And they move.
Yep.
And it's different.
Yeah, so like where I've done the horrible welding here myself, you know, if that twists something by even the smallest fraction of a degree, then at that point, it was 10 mil out on one of them, so yeah, I had to get a little bit creative with that, but...
And you like things just level, don't you? So
yeah. Well, this is still hidden. I'm not being overly fussy with this because it's hidden behind the exhaust tip.
Yeah.
And underneath the car, and also because of the way the Lamborghini pipes work, it's never going to be level at this point because all the ports are different. So
yeah.
I can't be overly fussy with it, and this goes for this bit as well. I'm not going to be overly fussy with getting you to back purge it because it doesn't need it. I don't care about a little bit of slag inside it, and to this day, anything we've ever welded without back purging, we've never had anything snap. We've never had anything have problems.
People always say about back purging, you should do it. Like,
I agree visually.
Yeah. And you know, if it's inside, particularly if it's like for dairy, but if exhaust, it costs a lot of money in gas, and when you're paying for gas, it's expensive.
Yeah.
I'm not an exhaust manufacturer doing it that charges me £1,000 to make a beautiful exhaust. We're making exhaust to fit the car.
Yeah.
You know, this is all MIG welded.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a MIG welded exhaust, so there's no point trying to make that bit like stunning and.
No, if we were doing something super posh from scratch, like the V10 exhaust that's going to be worked on, that, you know, I fully expect that to be back purged.
Like the Corolla headers, we made them. You know, they took long enough to make it work. They've never broke. They've been on that car how long?
And how many heat cycles and how much power does it run? And
I mean, I used to make motorbike exhaust, you know, supermoto and titanium and everything. I never back purged any of it.
And it was always fine.
People always say it's wrong, you know. It's like, well, but when I'm paying for the gas.
And in the real world, that's what we're doing here, is stuff in the real world. It's not for internet points. It's,
you know,
it's to solve a problem, and the problem was wonky exhaust. So I basically tortured myself for, I reckon, cumulatively now I have 3 days working this at this point.
Well, it took mine off the seats a bit, didn't it?
Yeah, which Jay's still working on after 7 days. So yeah, I'm really hoping we can now just do sort of tack, alternating, and not throw too much heat in this and not warp it, because that would be a sad time. And do not laugh at my fabrication skills. I'm not you, and I'm not an exhaust builder. I'm quite proud of it anyway.
That's all right.
I did a little bend on the back there,
That's all right.
you know, there's some gaps in places, which I know that's the danger with TIG welding, isn't it? It'll
put more heat and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, it's any type of welding is difficult.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I know some people that fabricate a lot of pipe work and after the dairy industry, and I said, how do you keep it straight? And he said, we don't. He said, we spend more time straightening it afterwards.
Right.
He said, there's just not a lot you can do about it.
Yeah.
So,
Joy.
Let's have a little go.
Yeah.
I've got a new torch, so let's have a...
Oh, fancy.
May as well try it on this, eh?
Yeah.
I'll go over your tack and I'll try and, because that's stainless, I'll try and blend that in a little bit.
Yeah, I put stainless wire in the MIG, which was the wrong size, but it's better than you welding over mild.
See, if you just blend over that, you know, it gets with the whole tack, and it's, you know, it's fine.
Cool.
See, this is where difficult. You're going onto like a face there. We've got little tiny points. As soon as you put heat near it, it just tries to blow that tip away.
And this is quite thick. So what the plate I've used is thicker than.
So what I'll do, I'll probably come up here a little bit and then.
Yeah.
chip just gets so hot at the end.
Yeah. The glass shield, it don't have to like throw more light out into it, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you can see a lot more with it, I guess.
It's good actually. Well, it's like a Pyrex or something. A lot of people use like fuel wick cups now, like massive lens cups, but you have to run so much gas.
Yeah.
And again, you know, it's all costs. You know, it really does start. You know, you run double the gas than what I would run. So.
I guess throw some on the bottom now.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. 1x Lamborghini exhaust. Kind of done. Not 100% finished with it, but it's good enough for now until I get the back bumper back. And then get the tip in place and sort of do any final wiggling. But yeah, pretty decent. I've made it so that it's kind of merging into one and then kind of coming back into two just to fill the massive shroud a little bit there. Yeah, it's quite enough fabrication on that for one day. Or 3 days, as it actually is. So we should probably actually start it so we can see whether it sounds any different. It won't, I imagine. But yeah, let's give it a start up. That's what you've got to do at the end of a video, isn't it? I've got my trusty assistant, Mr. J, with me. Mr. J, can you please start the car and probably find out that the battery's flat?
No, it's all right. Cold start.
Yeah, it is very cold. That's quite loud. By the way, the valves aren't working. You know, those valves that I already mentioned, we've still got to plumb in the solenoid for that. So yeah, it sounds pretty horrifically loud. Go again.
Go again.
It's a bit angry.
I mean,
and did you just turn that off on the key there?
Did you? New improvements.
Excellent. How posh a car that turns off when you turn the key off.
How posh.
So yeah, super successful. That sounds awesome as it did before at least. It's a bit deafening in here. There's not really much in the way of revving we can do with the current cold start map either. So yeah, great success. That'll do for now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Give us a like if you enjoyed the video. Buy some merch, and yeah, we'll see you next time.
At Driftworks, we've helped over 50,000 happy customers since 2004. Our huge online parts store is simple to use, with superb shipping rates to anywhere in the world, and finance options available for UK customers. We live and breathe wheel fitment, so if you have any questions about your own car or any of our products before placing an order, please drop us an email at shop@driftworks.com or give us a call. Thanks for watching.